Oh, chapter 24.
Yeah. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
Yeah, because what the brother was saying, he was like pretty much the things that's going to happen. He had said the things that's going to happen on this go around, you know, as far as the economy crashing or famines and stuff, it's going to have a greater impact than in the past, man. And hey, the scriptures tell you that the things that's coming to this place, it is going to be greater, man. I mean, if you think about it, back then you had whole families, so to speak. You know, you had a mom in the house, a dad in the house, or whatever, and the kids, and it was somewhat of order. Man, we in a whole nother millennium, whatever, and it just things is out of whack, man. And time is moving so fast that evil is just growing and growing and growing, man. The wickedness is just increasing, man. Like the scripture says, like they just passed a national gay law, all right. So let alone like what really could happen within 5 years, like, and then within 5 years from there, man.
Really, Salaki, it skipped my mind because the brother said something about the dollar crashing. And one thing in history, the dollar crashed before, and it's going to be the same thing. This is why it's going to be the last time the dollar's going to crash, because beforehand, when the dollar crashed the first time, it was backed by gold. When the dollar crashed then, you had the Occupy Wall Street and all that. Same thing that's going on now. The transition from gold-backed notes into Federal Reserve notes. Now it's going to transition from Federal Reserve notes into the RFID chip, or the mark of the beast, which is the mark of the beast. It goes back to like that Bitcoin, the RFID, the where's my dog, the finances, the health, all that, man. That's what the dollar's going to transition to. That's why America's economy is crashing, and they want it to crash. Okay, the rich elite. You probably got your senators or some nigga in a high place, not particularly a Negro, but some sincere person in a high place trying to get his money because he want to be a politician, want to make money, or he really want to make a change for his city or state. You know what I'm saying? Whereas at the end of the day, the rich elite are going to make this dollar crash. Okay, because these politicians don't really have, these mid-tier politicians don't have too much leverage toward the Middle East, China, Russia. They don't have leverage with their politics over there. It's really the rich elite bankers that have that ability, man. Okay, pushing China to want to go to war, and what China's doing is kind of offsetting it, but it's still pushing for what China's doing is going to make the U.S. dollar crash, man. It's going to make they're basically racing to the bottom, man. Okay.
Yeah, like the brother was saying, China owns a lot of American debt. And if they start selling off all that debt, that's going to make the dollar crash. And, just to go back up from what you said off the mark of the beast, at my job, they had 2 different cafeterias or break rooms. Upstairs, you had it's called a country kitchen, where basically you got to use your fingerprint to get to buy some food from the vending machines. Then they had regular vending machines downstairs. Just this week they took those regular vending machines out the place and put another country kitchen in downstairs. So now if you want water, you want fruit, you want a bag of chips, you pretty much gotta scan your finger. You gotta scan your finger, or you're not gonna get nothing. They got a card that you can scan, but you gotta set up the card, and then even that you don't get the discount as good. And then on top of that, what was I gonna say? Oh man, it's slipping my mind.
About the RFID chip.
Yeah. But basically that's the transition to it. Oh yeah, you can put money into it, but it don't give you no change back. It don't give you no change back. It's got to go into your account. And you know, when the dollar crashed and this hyperinflation hit, you're not gonna be able to get no money at these ATMs. You're not gonna be able to get money from these banks. They're gonna declare a bank holiday, and all the money that you got in there is gone. It happened in Argentina, and it happened here. So if you got some money in the bank, when you get your check, take that shit out right now.
That's illegal. What? It's illegal to make a run on the bank.
Yep.
You can't. The whole city can't go to Bank of America, Hibernia, or Chase. You can't go to Chase. Everybody can go to Chase in one day and take all their money out. That's illegal. They'll take you to jail for all y'all being in agreement to take your money out at the same time. That's your money though. Yep.
Because they don't actually have the money.
Yeah, exactly.
The physical amount of money in a bank is nowhere near the actual accounts that the banks hold. It's fiat notes.
It's just numbers on a computer, man.
That's all it is. It's all numbers.
You go on your phone, you go check your account online, it's just numbers that they type in for you. You know what I'm saying? And they just watching a computer of transactions, all right? I just made a transaction today, and the guy called me and was like, oh, did you purchase this and that? You know what I'm saying? Just making sure it was me or something. You know, so that they're going to try to steer that towards the avenue too, making it more secure, all right? More security for you. You know? They can't just go straight from fiat note to microchip, you know, so they brought in a debit card and like the brother was talking about the fingerprint.
So keeping that in mind, knowing that this digits and numbers, what really is the money? It's these stocks. Like the brother said, talking about China, them driving their revenue down, that's messing up what? American stocks, American shares. So once you drive that down, that's going to drive the economy down. You know what I'm saying? That's why they all, you know, they spazzing about the Dow and what, you know, every day. Where is that? It's been a lowest here and it came up here, things of that nature. So once the stock market crashes, then that's the real revenue. That's when America's going to crash. Okay? That depth is really applied to the stock. Okay? On the stock market, that's outside of Wall Street is people, but they're in the stock also, in the stock market also. But they're real stock also. Okay? If you become useless, you can't consume anything, you're useless too. Your stock is bad too, man. You know?
And, you know, like the brother was saying about the stock market, a lot of people are trying to, you know what I'm saying, protect their assets or whatnot, so to speak, by trying to buy gold and silver in stocks and bonds.
Precious metals. They're buying precious metals now. They ain't going into all that fancy shit anymore, man.
But if you ain't got the physical precious metal yourself, then you just buying a piece of paper. So you're going to lose all that money too. If you ain't got the actual gold in your hand, then you don't own gold. I'm telling you that right now. Because there ain't no gold in Fort Knox. All the gold that all these countries supposedly brought over here, they can just count that but a loss. Because if you own gold stocks, you ain't got no gold. I'm guaranteeing you that right now.
And case in point, damn, I forgot this movie. Had the security guard, and he used to drive the trucks and everything. And his wife had cancer, and he had insurance and everything, and he put all his money into stocks. You know what I'm saying? Then the stock market, that stock he invested in, that market crashed, and he lost all his money. And therefore, when he did that, he basically went broke using his life savings, trying to pay for his wife's chemotherapy and everything. Then a security job fired him because it said his you know, he can't have nobody in debt working security, so he basically lost everything. You know what I'm saying? His woman killed herself, so he went crazy, basically, and started smashing all the lawyers and the investors, the stock market investors, man. You know? And forgot the damn movie, man. The dude got a crazy face. He played in like some kind of boxing movie, I forgot. But he said some real shit at the end. It was like he was on point too. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead. I'll try to find it. You looking it up now?
Yeah, I'm about to see if I can. Because I think I know what you're talking about. I just.
Like he was in the military for a second. You know? You ready to speak, brother? Go ahead. Read it.
Which scripture do you want me to continue on?
This the go to the Isaiah.
Okay, yeah.
And then after that we're gonna go 47.
Okay. Isaiah 6.